Hi, my name's Jeff, and welcome back. Today I'm going to show you the 1999 Toyota 4Runner SR5 four-wheel drive that we picked up about 2 weeks ago. I'm always looking at Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, things like that, just like a lot of you probably do. So we spotted this 4Runner. It was pretty cheap for a 4Runner anyway, because, you know, Toyota tax. And so I'm going to show you what we bought, some things that it needs, some problems, and maybe some plans. So let me flip this around and I'll show you what we have. All right, guys, I'm going to start on the good side. So this color, I believe, is called dark mica green. It's in decent shape on this side. Not a lot wrong with it. Interior is not bad for being 24 years old. The back seat. So overall, not too shabby. We'll walk around the front. So this does have the 3400 V6. And when you buy one of these, or if you're looking at one of these, don't be afraid of the timing belt. This engine is a non-interference engine. If the timing belt breaks, it does not cause damage to the engine. It just stops running. So I did learn that when I bought this, because like many, I was worried about the timing belt. When was it last done? Am I going to have to do it? So I did loosen this cover and just kind of peeked in there. It doesn't look bad, but looking, you know, appearance doesn't mean anything. So I will do it at some point, but now that I know this is a non-interference engine, not really worried about it. So paint's not too bad. I think it's going to clean up pretty good. So let's get into the problems. Whoops. Yep. So that's one thing that we want to fix. And when I say fix, I mean fix. So what I've got is pretty much a new fender in a can. So that's one of the projects we're going to have. And it was missing the side step. I thought about just leaving it off, but I plan on hauling a dog, and we have some little grandkids, and you know, it's going to make it easier for them. So I picked this one up. It doesn't match. I'll look for another one at some point. Some other damage. The guy that I bought it from said it was driven by his teenage daughter, and she put it in a ditch at one point on this side. So that's why there's all kinds of scratches and, well, you know, other things. The tires on the back, pretty good. I'm gonna have to pick up some all-terrains. The front ones do not match. They're pretty worn. So let's get around to the back. Oh, what happened here? So she backed into a pole. Got the bumper, got the hatch. This is a low production model. They didn't make very many of those, so I'm pretty proud of that. So the hatch does open and shut just like it's supposed to. I do already have a couple of tires to match up with the rear. I'll get those put on at some point. So overall, not too bad, right? I mean, it's for what we're going to do with it. This is an extra vehicle. Haul the dog, do some mild forest service roads, that kind of stuff. Nothing hardcore. Just something to bum around in and have some fun. So let me grab a key. I'll flip the key on and show you how many miles are on it. All right, so Toyota is obviously known for reliability and high mileage and things like that. So this only has 193,000 miles. So, I mean, theoretically, this thing ought to last another 100,000 miles. It has been well kept, and it was does appear to have been garaged at some point. I believe the guy that I bought it from was the second owner. And we did put a new radio in it. Put that one in like a boss. And another thing that we did the other night, I put in these new shifter bushings. You can buy new bushings. So if your shifter stick, this will also apply to Tacomas, I believe 1st gen Tacoma. If your shifter's really sloppy, there's 4 bushings down in here. It does take a little bit of work to get the shifter out and put those in, but man, so worth it. So this is no longer sloppy. So let's start it up and I'll let you hear the engine. All right, so not too bad, right? Pretty quiet, no ticks, no knocks, no anything. Does need a muffler at some point. And what's was really surprising to me, it has no leaks. That dark spot is a piece of paint or something there on the floor. No fluid leaks. Can't believe it. Okay, some additional things that we're going to do. I do have to rebuild the differential. This thing howls like crazy. I mean, loud. So the differential, how you can tell it's differential bearings or pinion bearings, probably specifically, is the pinion gear bearings. Is if you're under acceleration or deceleration, it will make a noise. But if you kind of float it in between acceleration and deceleration, it's quiet. So it does need the differential to be rebuilt. I also picked up wheel bearings, wheel seals. So I'll do a whole video on that. I've been watching a lot of videos and reading up on that stuff. It doesn't look to be too bad. I have rebuilt a differential in the past, but it was a Chevy 12 bolt. Totally different than this axle. So really kind of looking forward to the challenge. Okay, so the big question is, what did we pay for this, right? We picked this up for 2,500 bucks. So it's not great, but it's not bad, you know. If you were gonna have to pay someone to rebuild the axle and do the other work that it needs, it wouldn't make sense. But we can do everything right here ourselves with just buying parts. So I'm really not worried about that. But for something that runs as good as it does, the transmission shifts perfectly, the heat works, the AC works, the sunroof works, the back window works, it stops good, you know. A 4Runner, 3rd gen 4Runner, 4-wheel drive with under 200,000 miles for 2,500 bucks, even with the body damage, I'm good with it. So anyway, please like the video if you like it. Please subscribe if you feel like it. I would appreciate it. And we'll see you on the next one.